Hello everybody and welcome back to The Witcher 3. This is stream number 35, and when I finished my stream on Monday, I got the last of the Gwent cards that I needed.
Interest you in a fritter?
I was super pumped. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop playing Gwent,
Not so interested in goods,
and I think,
but I'd sure like to play some cards.
I think I've heard that, I don't know why I'm turning down the volume on my TV, it's all on my headset. I think I heard that there's an entire other deck that you unlock with the second expansion, so I get to look forward to that. But for now, let's just get a nice quick game going. Keep you. Oh, I got all three of you. Do I have my other catapult? Wow, I got a great deck here. Last time we played, our goal was to entertain Olgierd's deceased brother, which we successfully did. We invited him along to our friend's wedding, and while he possessed Geralt, and had a very interesting long wedding party with him. And now, the next request that we've been asked to deliver upon for Olgierd is he wants a house, and specifically he wants the Borsodi auction house in Oxenfurt. So that's where we're going next. But, you know, we have our priorities here. We have to do all the Gwent that we can. Alright, should I go with these dudes or my catapults? Well, 16 times 2 is going to be 32 times 2, 64. These guys will get up to 1545. Okay, so these guys are weaker than the catapults with a commander horn, so I'm going to play these guys. Scorch. No. Interesting. There you go. I'm going to pass, and we'll see what he does. See if he can beat me with that. He's gonna revive. Is he gonna revive Dandelion? No, he's gonna revive my spy. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's not gonna help you very much now, is it? I don't know why he didn't play that one sooner. There you go, now he takes the lead. But he has one card at his disposal. Torrential Rain. It's not gonna help him. There you go, even with Torrential Rain. Take the dub. Easy peasy. Alright. Got that taken care of. I think I remembered I wanted to run over here too.
Alright, what have you got there?
Magic accessories. Alchemy ingredients, potions, and much more.
Interesting. Don't look a bit like a mage.
True, perhaps because I'm not a mage. I just take care of the sundries the poor folk who burn at the stake leave behind.
Okay,
ensure
so
they end up in the right hands.
Loots the burned corpses.
Fine, what do you have?
Naught but rarities at unbeatable Oh shit, you didn't see me here.
Okay, bye.
The halfling, what did he want? And why did he bolt when he saw us coming?
Left his
We'll
soup
cover
on the
for him.
burner.
I've half a mind to put you on the burner, wise ass. Got my eye on you. Let's go.
Way.
Before I lose my patience.
I guess we'll do this real quick.
Heard all the
quest
evil
here.
behind witches already. I could use a quickie.
Quite the brew. Halfling wasn't lying. Scent's gotta be carrying quite a ways.
Follow the smells. Stick your nose in the air and just sniff violently.
Hey, grey hair, got the deal of a lifetime. And you're a fine fella for not ratting me out. Prepared to give you a discount for that, mate.
I really want to
So,
go fix my hair.
Shall we trade?
Yeah, let's. Hopefully no interruptions this time.
Yeah, shame that you don't have anything that I'm interested in. Like, in the slightest. Oh.
Toss in, and the wind keeps
Oh, a stupidly quick and easy quest. Alrighty then. We are going to head to the bridge so that we can fast travel off to Oxenfurt. Because we don't really have to worry about anything else. Although, now that I think about it, I think I did get a couple of treasure hunts. Skellige and Kaer Morhen, though. Gross. I guess we'll, if we have the need to go there, to either of those areas, we'll do those quests. Otherwise, I will do those quests after I finish the... You want to sit on the couch, cat? There you go. You want to sit on this couch. Pick a side, cat.
sick of it all.
Want to go on this side? I know you're not a big fan of the Sherpa blankets, so there's room here. Now you want to sit on my lap. Alright, that works for me too.
Many thanks
Cutie
to
pie.
you, Geralt. Your
Alright,
blade,
completely forgot
No
what
loitering
my
round here.
train of thought was.
I serve the eternal fire.
I'm gonna guess that this isn't the way I want to go. Once I finish the Hearts of Stone expansion pack, which as far as I'm aware, is going to keep me contained in Velen. In the Oxenfurt region specifically. Once I finish that quest and before I start the Blood and Wine expansion pack is when I'll go and do those treasure hunts. Because there's no reason to go through the loading of Kaer Morhen and Skellige just for a couple of really quick quests. And there's a torch that I just lit. Oh, I wanted to fix my hair. Is there a... I don't see a barber on my minimap. Once I pass one, I know there's one in Oxenfurt.
You're here with the circus, yes?
But we're off. We're getting into the relative end of Witcher 3, and I'm pretty excited about it. I really want to try some different games for streaming. Because Witcher 3 has been a long journey for a channel where I really wanted to focus on the variety of games that are out there. I decided to settle on a game that was super long, which was a mistake on my part. And in the future, if I want to play a longer game, I will probably try and intersperse it and do like a different game throughout the week. Like play the game on Monday and then play a different game on Wednesday and then either go back to the long game on Friday or a different game or what. I guess we'll find out. This is only the second game I'm going through in Witcher anyway. Or this is the only second game I've streamed in totality. I started with Subnautica and now here I am on Witcher. Alright, time to get ourselves an auction house. I'm gonna go into the auction house and just buy the whole building. Don't mind me.
This the Borsodi Brothers auction house?
Seems it. Private Kleiner, you're on duty. Need I remind you, fraternising with civilians is not allowed. Purpose of your visit?
Any of the owners home?
Meaning the one and sole owner, the esteemed host Borsodi? Aye, he is.
Need to talk to him.
Order 76 CWX is clear. Auctions only open to folk with invitations. Writ out in their names, plain and simple.
I'm sure we can work with that.
Gonna let that hold you back? Come on.
Afraid you're out of luck. Order 76 CWX also held that Lance Corporal Václav stick a broomstick up his arse.
Kleiner, need I remind you of the penalty for
prick.
insulting a superior?
Who have we here? Geralt, the Witcher of Rivia.
Oh, that's Vim Vivaldi.
Vimy Vivaldi, the banker from... Actually, where are you from?
Matters little, mate. Gold knows no boundaries. What's all the fash, Corporal Václav? Are you squabbling with my pal Geralt?
Master Vivaldi, sir, your esteemed associate, he weren't invited to the auction, and I've...
But I plough and have been, and he's coming with me. In you go, Geralt.
Thank you, Mr. Vivaldi. Appreciated.
But my orders...
Fuck
Pick 'em up
your
your arse.
orders. Need I take this up with the sergeant? Ha! I thought not. Now, stand to attention and shut your giggy.
Gege? Why are you Gege?
Oh, the lads will be rolling back at the barracks.
Sot it! Now march! Round you go! 1, 2, 1, 2!
What a prick. What am I holding now? Oh, there's my swords.
Appreciate the help.
Twas nout. I've always had a mind to see into old pals and clients.
Business with you's a pure pleasure, Vimy.
The dear departed wifey claimed the same. Ah ha! Folk are assembling. Auction's about to start. Time we went upstairs.
Could have sworn the Borsodi's auction house was in Novigrad.
It was, but they moved it. You see, Radovid offered Horst a preferential tax rate. 0%.
Why would he do that?
Pretty much unbeatable.
Aye, and I've nae seen a purer example of the benevolent state.
There's got to be a reason why he
What
would
did
give
folk
him
come to
a
bid on? Any
free
idea?
tax
All
credit.
kinds of valuables, rare weaponry, exotica. But I've got my eye on a selection of canvases by the master portraitists of the Maribor School. Van de Nieuw and Longendijk.
Well, well. Never knew you to be a connoisseur.
Of course I'm not. It's all muck and rubbish to me. Point of fact, I'll just wrap 'em in paper and lock 'em in the vault.
Why in the world do...
What do you mean, why, Geralt? I've got to diversify my investments, didn't I?
Actually, I'm really just here to talk to Horst Borsodi.
Oh, might be more of a problem than you'd expect.
Because?
An awful hermit, that one. Not a wee bit like his da, military keep his soul. But Horst is like to show his head during the auction. I'll introduce you then.
Be mighty indebted to you.
Think nothing of it. Only ever clicked on loans and promissory notes. All right, up we go.
He's a very interesting character, Vin Vivaldi.
With topaz incense.
Geralt, you thought of buying real estate? Could get you attractive terms on a mortgage.
No such thing as attractive loan terms, Vimy.
What about in Kaveri? Auction won't start for a time yet, it seems.
Vimy,
going on about
this is
how-
a banquet.
Aye, and?
I detest banquets. Vacuous conversation, food portions fit for a mouse, drinks that taste like piss.
Ah, it won't all be bad. Let me introduce you to some of my most interesting associates. Old hen there is Countess Mignol. Wager you'll have plenty to blather about with her. Prick in the corner's Hilbert. New coin, that one. Came into a right fortune playing Gwent.
Ooh, I want to play him.
Ah, there's Jaromir, art dealer. A purer snob I've never known. But he knows paintings like no other. So, ready to chat someone up? It's not fitting for us to stand here like
I want
knobs.
to talk to the Gwent dude. Which one's the Gwent dude? This dude right here?
Smell it, Geralt. That's the center coin.
I'll have you know I am a Gwent master.
Albert! It's been years. Allow me to introduce yous. Geralt of Rivia.
Enchanted.
Pleasure's all mine.
How's it? Got your eye on any sparkly bits today?
Not really. I buy what strikes me fancy. I need something right sumptuous for me walls just now. Nilfgaard. I get it right?
Excuse me?
Your Gwent deck. It's Nilfgaard, innit? Come on, admit it.
Nope, northern.
Not a bad deck, Nilfgaard, but I'll take the Northern Realms over it any day.
Ah, understood. A patriot.
You ought to know, Helmut. Geralt here's a positively superb player. Superb.
We got a minute before the auction starts. So
Hell yeah.
nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Maybe around.
Let's go. Let's get it. Oh yeah, max bet. I'm all in, baby.
Suppose it's not whether you win or lose. Sure, I'm game.
Brilliant. I'll lay my cards out.
Let's hope that this
Naturally.
doesn't end like the one at
Geralt, might I have a wee word?
What is it?
the wedding.
Well, mate, since I brought yous together, I do believe I'm owed a share of your winnings, if there are any. 10%. I find this for your sorts, okay?
Pretty clear now why you wanted us to meet.
One cardinal bit I've learnt in my trade, friend. Coin dinna stink. So, what'll it be?
Fine.
Well, you did help with the guards at the door. All right. 10% of any winnings is yours.
Any chance for a 15?
Don't push it, Vimy.
If I win, I get
All
500.
right. Game
so
on.
all I'm giving him is 50 crowns. That's fine with me. All right, let's hope this goes well. Although I did announce to him what type of deck I'm going to use, so he might come up with a good counter strategy. Okay, I got those two. Let's trade out you. And you. Alright. I didn't get any spies though, and that sucks. He's not using many spies for having a Nilfgaard deck, which is surprising to me. I'm nervous. Gaunter O'Dim. Interesting. Gaunter O'Dim Darkness. I didn't even realize that those were Gaunter O'Dim cards. Alright, crap, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna play you. What am I gonna do? Alright, let's go with this then. Crap. Actually, I'm going to... why can't I use my leader ability? That's annoying. Alright, I guess we'll do this. Aw, he's going to take that right from me, but I have 2 cards. He has none. Ran out all his cards in the first round.
Unbelievable.
And I got the
What a
Gaunter O'Dim
fight.
card.
You cheated. You must have something. Hexed me or whatnot.
Oh, I'd be careful with the gab, Hilbert, afore Geralt takes a mind to demanding satisfaction.
You give it to him, you damn midget. You bearded pinchfist.
Oh, interest will be a right bit higher when that bugger next comes round asking for a loan.
Splash myself in the face with water. I'm glad I won that though. I was a little nervous. When I saw my deck that I got, it was not a very good one. Okay. I have to meet more of his friends. So the Countess was another one.
Greetings to the Honourable Countess. Madam, allow me to introduce my dear friend, Geralt of Rivia.
Witcher of the School of the Wolf.
Forgive me, But have we had the pleasure?
No, but your guild is unmistakable. Your medallion.
I don't
Take
even
note,
see my
Count.
medallion right
Countess Mignoul is an eminent collector of Vitaminaica.
Venom.
Translate
What now?
that.
All manner of objects related to the witcherly profession. Swords, gear, medallions.
Mind if I ask how the Countess became interested in us, humble monster slayers?
I've some pleasant associations, dating from my oh-so-distant youth.
Dinna ye say such things, Countess? You look right fetching to me.
That's very kind, Master Vivaldi. But apart from my Vitaminaica, I also own a number of mirrors.
Oof.
Your most prized piece, what would it be?
An armor element, an antique, School of the Wolf, from 1234.
Classic. Is it up for sale?
I fear not. It's a memento, one of great sentimental value.
But perhaps the Countess has got other Witcher curios she's willing to part with. Or acquire. Perhaps she could trade. I'd charge 5%. A modest, transaction fee.
Okay, that one's kind of weak.
Vimy, never seen anyone so good at laying their mitts on coin that clinked within earshot. But what the hell? See if we can't make a deal.
I'm not entirely sure. What does she got here? Oh, Viper armor. Interesting. I can definitely afford all of this Viper stuff. Well, I didn't think that Viper diagrams were a thing, but they are indeed a thing. I would assume that she would be interested in buying, like... Nope, doesn't really care that much. But I can trade her the... You can have the crappy clothes that we stole for the wedding. There you go. Present for you. I don't think I have anything else worth giving her. I'm keeping my ass ears. Those are mine forever. I can't sell her any weapons. I can sell her my keys? Apparently so. Alright.
Does the Countess have her eye on anything particular today?
No, but Horst Borsodi insisted he would put up something that would be of interest.
Did he happen to say what it was?
No. Oh, you know what he's like. A walking enigma. On another topic, Master Geralt, I was wondering if you'd be willing to help a lady in need.
Well, you know me, I
Depends
can't
on
say
the nature
no
of the
if it's a
need.
quest.
Oh, it's quite the trifle. I stepped out onto the balcony a moment ago. I dropped an earring while there. I couldn't find it. It must have fallen through the floorboards. Perhaps you, with your cat eyes...
Not a problem. I'll go right away.
I shall be much obliged.
See you in a minute, Vimy.
Alright, we're gonna find her earring, which she said she walked outside, so... What's up, Hilbert? Got any more cards you want to give me?
Fabergé egg, white gold, and...
Fabergé egg, not Fabergé.
Insects sold to Madame Villepin.
Dress of harky silk trimmed with amethyst beads.
This one probably also belonged to Sorceress. Fetish, maybe?
Now, where did I put that gavel?
Okay, she said that she went out to the balcony and that it fell through the floorboards. I thought it would be downstairs, but apparently not, so I guess we'll go up. Can't move any faster. It's only letting me walk. Alright.
Some spilled wine. Nothing else.
Is there somebody coming up
There's
behind
no
me?
earring out here, is there?
Uh-oh, she wants to talk about a private matter without Vim.
None.
Maybe the Countess would care to explain what this is about, all jokes aside.
Forgive me. God, this is so embarrassing. Do you know Vesemir? He was a tinge shorter than you, wore a mustache.
Do I know him? Man taught me everything I know.
What? How is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Don't mind at all. But before I answer, I also wouldn't mind knowing how you knew each other.
Oh, I've told no one. Not ever. But I suppose I owe you an explanation. It was the winter of 1234. A beast prowled the streets of Oxenfurt. A fledder, I believe. A contract was issued, a notice posted, and a witcher appeared. Vesemir, of the School of the Wolf. He came through our estate, tracking the beast. Our eyes met. Something sparked. I wrote him a message, asked my governess to deliver it. He visited, under the cover of night, night after night. On one such occasion, my father heard something. Vesemir had to flee. So quickly he left behind his gambeson.
Ah, the first piece. The start of your collection.
Yes, but also the end of our love. Father had an arrest warrant issued, then quickly married me off. I was fortunate. My husband died young, leaving me a sizable fortune. And thus, I have lived on memories.
Afraid I have bad news.
Oh? Please tell me, did he at least die like a witcher?
Oh yeah. He sacrificed himself
No.
for Ciri.
He died like a hero.
There is that. I thank you for tolerating a decrepit madwoman so elegantly.
Please don't say that.
I am old and I am wealthy. I may say what I please. And now, be so kind and leave me to my thoughts.
Poor Countess. She's lived most of her life dreaming about her first love with Vesemir. I wonder why Vesemir never returned.
These contemporaries, I simply don't understand their art.
And that ring on his finger. Shite, is it?
To see her again. I wonder if he cared about her as much.
Yaramir, might we trouble ye a wee spell?
Greetings, Vivaldi. Who's this?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
I thought you might have a blather with us. About the paintings on the block today.
Ah, sniffing for a quick turnaround as usual, are we?
Pot calling the kettle black, I'd say. Do a lively trade in canvases yourself, my friend.
True. Yet first they delight my eyes, whereas you treat them as mere promissory notes. The only arts that interest you are those culinary.
Hey, culinary arts are great too.
What about you, Witcher? Do you know anything about paintings?
I made myself
Realize this might be hard to believe, given my crude-looking mug. But yeah, I know a thing or two.
Truly? We ought to see what.
Oh, are you gonna test me?
Do you know our friend Vivaldi is in possession of 5 canvases by Van der Nobe? Yet he cannot distinguish them from landscapes at 5 crowns apiece.
I shan't pretend it's otherwise.
Yet for you, my dear connoisseur Witcher, that should present not the slightest problem, so do tell which of these is the handiwork of Edward van der Nobe, the master from Maribor.
I have no idea which one. He said landscape though, didn't he? So the closest one that looks like a landscape to me is the one that Vivaldi's looking at, which is... I don't know what a pastoral is. View of Novigrad. Portrait of the merchant. Probably not the portrait. Still life. This really probably doesn't matter that much. Let's go with the pastoral.
The pastoral scene, I think.
Incorrect. But I suppose I might have expected your gaze to look onwards to the country. Adieu.
What a prick. I don't know anything about
What a
Van der Noob.
jackass.
Ah, fuck him. Typical aristocrat. I've grown accustomed.
Rip.
Huh. Esteemed ladies, honorable gentlemen, the auction will begin shortly. Take your places, please.
Ah, at long last. Come with me to the fore. I won't see much elsewise.
Okay, let's go. We're just gonna fade to black instead of actually walk there, because, you know, cutscenes.
Vinny, listen. Forgot to ask you, how's this auction going to work?
They'll bring out 3 lots to start with. Once they've sold, or not, there'll be an intermission. Horse Borsodi will probably appear then. That's when I'll introduce yous.
Counting on it.
In the meantime, have you got a budget? You prepared to bid?
Of course I will. Went to the trouble to sneak me in here. I'd be an ass not to take a stab.
Ha! Knew the bug'd get you.
Let's see if I can buy myself the most useless
Esteemed
item.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I hereby open the auction. Ladies and gentlemen, lot number 1 is a brass figurine from the collection of the infamous Count Romilly. Rumour has it the figure harbours a treasure inside. A rumour one may prove or disprove solely by destroying the beautiful bauble itself. Starting price? Quite the bargain at 50 crowns. Any advance? With Master Hilbert at 100. To Countess Mignol, now at 150. Do I hear 200? Might I have an advance?
I don't want it.
Going once? Twice? Going thrice? The Honourable Yaramir enters a bid of 300. Any advance on 3? 300 going. Countess Mignol at 350. Going once? Twice? Lot number 1, the mysterious brass figurine, sold to Countess Mignol. Proceeding now to lot number 2. A canvas by the young Novigrad artist Van Rohe, Starry Night over the Pontar. Charming piece. Truly a bargain at 20 crowns. Ladies and gentlemen, 20 crowns, it's practically naught.
Nah, just a painting.
Good folk. Is no one tempted? Atypical in style, true, but worthy of the vestibule, surely. Do I hear 10 crowns? A mere 10. Ah, at last, a buyer. 10 crowns, once, twice, and going thrice. Lot number 2, Starry Night over the Pontar, sold to Master Yaramir.
Fascinating.
Lot number 3, ladies and gentlemen. A true rarity, scarce as hen's
Spectacles?
teeth. Spectacles. A frame of gold, mountain crystal lenses polished by the tiny, dexterous hands of the gnome masters. Once the property of the famed hired assassin known as the Professor. Starting price of 200
I think we
crowns.
killed
Anyone
the
tempted?
Professor.
Went Maestro Hilbert offers an advance of 50. Do I have 3? My, haven't we livened up? 300 from Yaramir Ivanovich Zaitsev. Going once? Twice?
Why? I don't want the professor's glasses. I killed
Brilliant.
the dude.
With the gentleman with the white hair now at 350.
What was that?
What? I didn't.
350 once, 350 twice, and 400 now with Countess Mignol. Any advance on that? Going once, twice, thrice, and sold! The Professor's spectacles go to the Countess. Oh, the excitement. With the 3 lots behind us, we'll go to an intermission. Amenities abound.
Not
Please
interested.
partake. We'll resume
Annoying
shortly.
bot person. I would rather...
Oh, Geralt, look! Horse Borsodi! Come on before some other cocksuckers steal him. Just, well, don't expect a warm welcome.
I'd rather continue to stream to 0 followers than ever consider buying followers.
Greetings, Horst. Allow me to introduce a dear friend and associate, Geralt of Rivia.
Who comes uninvited?
Forgot my manners. Forgive me. The teaching at Kaer Morhen, well, etiquette wasn't high on the list. Scandalous.
That's plain to see.
got the distinct impression the two of yous started off on the wrong foot. Perhaps we should raise a toast to...
What's one like you want from one like me?
Right. Let's dispense with the niceties. Maximilion Borsodi's house. Gotta lay my hands on it, whatever it...
What? Where did you learn of it?
Gentlemen, no reason to lose our composure. Raise our voices.
I ask you, where did you learn of it?
Whoa, come on now.
Olgierd von Emmerich.
From Olgierd von Everek. Name mean anything to you?
It does. Guards, escort the Witcher out. And he's not to enter, not alone, not hand in hand with Hierarch Hemmelfart.
Honestly, he asked a question. It were a simple inquiry.
One more word, and I shall move my accounts to the competition.
Sorry, mate, but...
No reason to trouble the guards, Horst. I'll go willingly.
I don't recall giving you a choice in the matter. Kick his swiving mutated ass out.
Bitch.
Your swords, master. Law says we're to return them. Law don't say when, though. So we'll do it, aye. Just after we beat the singing shite out of the honourable gentleman.
Wow.
Gathering place for the elite, truly. Come on, lads. Let's loosen our muscles a bit.
Punch him in the face. Ow. I said you, not me. Alright. These guys not know that I'm like the fist-fighting champion of the world. Oh. Apparently that means nothing. Just punch this dude repeatedly. Okay, one down. Make it easier. Punch in face.
Law says if you see someone hurt, you should summon a medic. Law doesn't say how fast, though, so you can sit tight a while.
Oh, got him.
Seems true what they say. Sword or no sword, a witcher brings gold.
Who dis?
Not in the mood for your peasant wisdom. Who the hell are you?
If all goes well, dare say I'm your partner.
Don't need any partners.
Oh, I don't know about that. No chance you'll lay your hands on Max Borsodi's house alone.
Really think you can help me?
We can help each other.
Get to the point, if you can.
To get this house, you need to get into the vault. And there's no way Horst will let you in there out of the kindness of his heart.
A heist? Don't like that idea one bit.
Got any others? Find the herbalist lives near Oxenfurt.
Meanwhile, Borsodi's listening to us this entire time.
He'll know why you've come.
If this is a trap of some sort.
Be seeing you, I hope.
Yeah, those Witcher senses are really paying off, Geralt. Can't even realize when you're being eavesdropped upon. Password? I didn't know that there was a password. Of course, Borsodi. Alright, before I go to wherever this is, I want to find the frickin' hair stylist. It's time to get my beard back and my fuckboy haircut. There it is.
In a hurry. Greetings, master. What can I do?
Got a razor and shears? Good.
Alright, fix my hair first. I think it's this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. And then I think it was a full beard trimmed short. Make my hair magically grow. There we go. I think this is how I looked before the
So
quest
long.
took it away from me. Before Vladimir von Everick decided that he was going to make my hair grow magically and shave my beard.
Looks like rain.
It's like he forced the hair in my chin to recede back up and come out the top of my head. Alright, we have to go to the herbalist's hut near Oxenfurt and give the password. I don't recall him giving me a password, but maybe I was completely blanking out. Let's give it a quick save, though. I haven't done that yet. Or have I? And I could just be losing my entire mind. It's most certainly a possibility. Alright, we're off to our herbalist's hut. I wonder why Vim... I wonder why Vim was trying to get me to bid on the professor's glasses. So from what I remember, the professor was like the villain of the first game. Where you start in Kaer Morhen and you get...
What's this one want?
You get attacked by this weird shirtless mage and the professor. There we go. Just kill everybody.
Easy spot. Lots to do.
What's up, herbalist man?
Huh. That was rather efficient.
That all you got to say? I saved your life.
We'd have disposed of that rabble easily.
We?
Aye, aren't we precise? You know what I mean. Now, are you here to trade or not, hmm?
Oh, I guess he did say something
Wouldn't happen
about
to have some yarrow extract.
I do. In the back. Follow me, please.
Part of a secret society. Just yeet myself down the hole, thank you. Hello, stranger. What are you buying?
You've come. Good. Remains to be seen. Aim to tell me something, I think. So talk.
How do I put this? We share a goal. We both need to get into the Borsodi's vault. Both want something that's in there. Why not pool our strengths?
Sorry, but what exactly is yours?
I have a plan. Spent the last year working on it. On paper. Time to set it in motion. You one I can count on.
How convenient that this dude just kind of like sitting outside and immediately comes in to help me.
Before we go any further, you even know what Max Borsodi's house is?
I know it's in the vault.
Didn't answer my question.
Neither of you. Willing to help with the heist, or not?
Come on. I don't even know your name.
What's that matter?
Matters because you're clearly hiding something. Not just from me, either. Wouldn't be sitting in a cellar in this shithole otherwise.
We've all some stain on our conscience. But I've not asked for your hand in marriage, just for your help in a heist.
You need to trust your heist members,
Each
man.
take what we need.
Have you not played Grand Theft Auto?
Try to trick me anyway, anyhow, you won't go anywhere. You know that? Because I'll take your head off right where it meets your neck.
I'm aware of the risks. So, now that you've threatened me and all, are you in? Or are you not?
The vault. What's in there for you?
Something that was stolen from me.
Ought I go to the city watch, tell them a crime's been committed, not organize a heist?
I've tried. Repeatedly.
I see. Cheated by the system, wronged by the world. Doesn't matter. What did they take?
List to take a good while. So I'd rather change the subject. You in or not?
I guess not.
I'm not a thief.
It's opportunity makes the thief, Witcher. I speak from
I don't even know what that quote even means.
Talk.
20 Redanian soldiers guard the auction house, day and night. Patrols walk in circles around it, and here, past this corner, barracks.
Brute force is out. Gotta get in quietly.
Exactly. Not the simplest thing, though. Main entrance, armored door. Windows, dimeridian bars. But
no magic.
Not a fortress out there without a weakness. This one's no different.
Patience happens to be my weakness, so dispense with the dramatic pauses and talk.
Beside the house stands a tower, from which we can enter the attic. We can't hope to enter the tower from the street on account of the patrols, but there's a window 60 feet off the ground. No shutters, no bars. We've got to get up there and sneak across to the auction house, then down the stairs to the cellar, crack open or blow off the vault door, and voila!
Looks bleak to me. Tower wall smooth as glass. Don't know about you, but I can't scale that
And I've not asked you to. Let me finish. For this to work, we need 2 more accomplices. One to scale the tower, drop us a line. The other to open the vault. A safe cracker, but a demolition specialist. I've already identified some promising candidates. All we have to do is select and recruit the best among them. Also your job. I'd prefer to
I'm doing this all the work for this dude.
Assumed as much given your hood. Anything else?
Aye, but that's among the details, which you will learn just as soon as you declare.
Don't really have any other options. So be it. I'm in. But on one condition. No one dies. That clear?
As the great son of Nilfgaard. How about we knock back around? Toast a mutually beneficial relationship.
Rather get to work. What comes first?
First, you have to assemble a crew. Then, there's the Redanian patrols to cull a bit. Too many wandering round. We could get noticed.
Break-in artists. Tell me about them. Assuming lack of vertigo to be the first requirement.
Precisely why my favourites Eveline Gallo. A circus artist no better as the Hermit. Just now performing with her troupe somewhere near Oxenfurt. Her specialities, rhythmic gymnastics.
Breaking and entering.
Not officially, no, but I've compared the route her troops taken with a list of the most audacious thefts in recent years. A perfect match. I doubt that's a coincidence. But if she's reluctant, with another option in Hugo Hoff, alias Beef Patty.
Beef Patty.
Think he's fit? Pudgy face. Doesn't really match my image of a criminal.
You'd be surprised. Hugo's notched up more break-ins than you felled monsters. More importantly, 2 years past, he nicked a gold-plated cop from the roof of the town hall in Novigrad. So, the found. Word has it he's holed up in Oxenfurt in a house near the Novigrad gate. Be careful. He's modest in size, but apparently wicked dangerous.
I think I like the sound of Beef Patty.
Opening the vault. Who do we have?
Let's start with the fact that one of them's a dwarf. Casimir Bassi, native of Mahakam. A specialist in controlled explosions. Folks say he could blow Novigrad to the high heavens with but a pinch of saltpeter. Bolt door for him should be a cinch.
Whoa.
The problem is, Casimir apparently hung up his detonators some time ago. He married, sired some littler ones, and settled in the village of Almas. Might plain turn us down.
Any options?
Quinto, the North's most famed safecracker. Arrest warrants out on him in Kedwin, Lyria, Angrin, and Kavir. Sadly, he got nabbed a few days back by one Hans of Sidaris, a prick mercenary.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Quinto.
Slew an archgriffin for him. Mean fiend, pretty much.
Hans or the beast?
Both, actually. So I'd have to rip one from his cozy home, the other from a cozy cage. Need to think
I don't
about
want
it.
to ruin... I think I would go with the safecracker on that one. So I want beef patty, the safecracker.
What's this about culling the patrols? Told you, no one dies.
Easy. I don't want anyone's death. Just need some folk to be temporarily indisposed.
Spit it out.
You've got to approach the garrison's cook. Convince him to spike the soldiers' nosh with something to keep some of them bedridden. 1 in 2, let's say. Wouldn't want to raise suspicions.
Know the formula for a potion that might do the trick.
There. See? Brew up a bit of that. Hit the town, find the cook,
Cleansing
then
mixture.
convince him to do you a favour. I don't know, cast a spell, toss him some coin. You could also use your fists.
Alright, I'm off. Got a bit to do.
As do I. Get it all done, and we'll meet back here.
What then?
Then, we'll bugger horsed up, down, and sideways. All together.
This clearly has a grudge. Have fun, be safe. Alright. So for the break-in artist, I want to go with the halfling. With the gymnast, I'm a little worried about how she has already... I don't know if it's just her committing the break-ins or if it's her entire circus, and I feel like she would... There'd be a bit of trouble having to work with the entirety of the circus. I am going to do this, actually, now that I have the money. And also, I just love the name Beef Patty. So we're going to go with him. For the... Don't bother him. Be nice. For the getting open the safe, I want to get Kinto because one of them's in a cozy home. He's right. One of them is in a happy home, family. I don't want to uproot him. And the other one is in trouble right now. We can help him, and he can help us. It can be a mutually beneficial...
Praised be the world in its never-ending creation.
...situation.
Got some coin on me. This enough?
Start it is.
Costly craft.
Yet the costs do not end with coin. Need I shall also a jade stone of size substantial.
See what I can do.
Find a pickaxe. Where is... Oh, there's a pickaxe right here. Acquire a hunk of
Apparently,
jade. Go through.
likely to find some small jade deposits northeast of Novigrad. Want to try my luck there.
Guess we'll try my luck there. What's up, Theodore? Stop attacking him. If you want to cuddle with us, you can. The two of you need to not disturb each other right now. I don't need the two of you bouncing off the walls unnecessarily. I know it's your favorite pastime. Alright. Check out some jade. Right there?
Deposit's too meager. Gotta find another.
Nope, okay. Yeah, Theo, you're falling. Okay, avoid the rocks. I've got a pair of cats between my legs right now. One of them's licking the other one. The other one's falling off the couch. Alright, head into this cave and see what's up. Okay. Are there more arachnomorphs in here? Don't want that. Oh, that right there.
Jade. Now to extract some.
I hear arachnomorphs, and I don't appreciate it. Alright, we got the jade. That was pretty easy. Let's head back up to the hunter's cottage. Endriga drone. You know, I haven't really dealt with many Endrigas. They were much more commonplace in the first two games. Really not, or at least in the second game, really not a thing in this one. Although I don't know the relationship between Endrigas and Ericuses. There could be it could be that Ericuses are just large Endrigas. So now Bob is just licking Theo like crazy, and then Theo is going to end up all damp.
Made good use of my coin by the look of things.
The return to my craft. Know you not the pleasure it brings. I thank you.
Don't mention it. How's the work going?
Several lesser runes I forged already. Practice, you see. Yet I sadden in thinking the tools and ingredients I possess are not fit to create better.
Got lucky. Found you some jade. Here.
Thank you, I do. If you to gaze wish at my handiwork, to do so I invite you.
Rumor can enhance your items by fitting them with rune words and glyph words, using them with new powerful traits.
Wouldn't mind a glance at
And now I need 10,000 gold for him. My god. Just rolling in the money.
Craft something for...
Items that can be embedded with rune words. Deflects all arrows. Treat it as heavy armor. Hitting him with Ard. Affected by Axii dies, transfers the nearest target. Enemy side of life with Igni have... Interesting. Bonuses never expire. Interesting. Everything tastes like pierogies. Once they reach their maximum level, adrenaline points steadily decline until they reach 0. Interesting. I'm not entirely thrilled with any of these right now. I guess this could be useful, but I would need warding and reinforcement. Although this does seem kind of nice, the preservation one. Let's try this one. Let's check and see if I can get the deflection one. Warding and reinforcement. binding. Here is reinforcement. And here's warding. They're both expensive as crap. Let's see, would he be interested in buying mine? Kind of. Because I have a lot of these runestones, so I really could eventually sell these for some money, especially to him. Although he only has 1710. Alright. Depletion. Let's go with deflection.
Thanks. So long.
And now I need to go out and hunt for even more money. Let's do this one first. The cleansing mixture that will weaken the Redanian soldiers. Oh, I just need to craft that. Okay, alchemy. Let's hope I have all the ingredients I need. I'm gonna guess it's under quest things. Cleansing mixture. Oh yeah, Dwarven Spirit, Rotfiend Blood, and Wolfsbane. Easy. Use your Witcher senses to eavesdrop on the Redanian soldiers patrolling Oxenfurt to find out where to find their cook. Alright. Easy enough. Let's go to the Novigrad Gate.
Long live
Time to go eavesdrop.
Right one. Taking a peek at my wares yet?
What do you have to say?
Lance Corporal Václav. How'd that prick wind up with us?
Volunteered. Word is he had to bribe the medics to let him enlist.
He mad or what?
That's just it. Certifiably insane. Didn't pass the tests apparently.
But to pay hard coin to enter the army? Thought at my age nothing could surprise me.
Nothing about the cook.
Guess we gotta try again. I was about to say how convenient that the first group we come across would tell me exactly where to find the cook. Alright, there's another conversation going on over there. And now both cats have gotten off. Yep, excuse me. Sorry, he's coming through. Time to eavesdrop some more. You guys aren't very good at patrolling, are you?
What do you have to say?
That horse Borsodi, he got a daughter. Why'd you ask? Well, think on it. To marry into a dynasty like that, it'd be like living in clover.
Trust me, you do better not to take any interest in the Borsodis.
Why the hell not?
It can only bring trouble, mate. Only trouble.
A storm, damn it. Nothing interesting.
Huh. I don't know anything about the Borsodis.
What do you have to say?
Fish chowder for supper today.
That true? Who told you?
No one. Came through the west.
Hey.
Came through the western gate the morning. Saw Martin on the pier, rod in hand, fishing.
Cook like that's the right treasure he is. Cook like that's the right treasure he is. No griping about poor supplies. Just the gumption to enrich our gruel.
Aye. If only he'd go a bit lighter on the garlic.
Pier near the western gate. Should be easy enough to find.
What do you mean go lighter on the garlic? The more garlic in the dish, the better. There's no such thing as too much garlic. I want all the garlic in my food. Like I just said earlier in my stream, on Monday, I made a Parmesan garlic aioli inspired by the urban fries that they sell at BurgerFi, which I haven't had in years, but I really want. So I tried making my own. It was so good. It's so good. If anybody is curious enough to want a recipe from me, ask, and I shall deliver. It'd be interesting to do some cooking videos, although I know my girlfriend is thinking about starting a YouTube channel where she does cooking.
Must be the cook.
What's up, Martin? I can't really bribe you.
Good day. Fish biting?
Aye, they're biting.
What about you?
What's that?
Got this mixture. Pay you to pour it in the soup for the boys at the garrison, on my signal. Nothing dangerous about it. Most they'll think is that the fish wasn't exactly fresh.
It'll cost you, mate. Something dear.
Nope, you'll help me free of charge.
Asking a lot. Too much. How about you do this free of charge, huh? Out of the kindness of your heart.
Aye. I'll help. Out of kindness.
Wait for the signal, and mum's the word.
Yes,
understood?
poison these dudes out of the kindness of your heart. Well, that was easy. That was really easy. Okay. I want to free Kinto. Kinto is the one that's in the jail cell. I want to free him. Let me see where the... Okay, Oxenfurt Harbor, just to the north of here. Alright, Herbalist Hut is probably my closest place. Lighten up on the garlic. Should have just killed that man right there for speaking such blasphemy in my presence. What's up, baby boy? You wanna come back on my lap? Or are you gonna settle down there? You guys really want to die that bad? Yeah. Remember, nobody dies. As I rip this man's arm off. Geralt just seems to be not very consistent with his demands about mercy. Alright, so they said, so I think I got the thing that makes it so that the upgrades don't go away, at least my sword. So that's nice. Let me... Is that Kinto right there? I think that's Kinto right there. Should be easy, right?
You, Quinto?
The one and only. A pleasure. But who might you be?
Whoa! I'll have no pleasure here. Witcher, keep clear of the cage, right?
What did he do to step on your toes?
Ours, not ours. But he stuck sticks up a number of bankers' asses. Put a tidy price on his head, they did.
And as Master Hans of Sidaris is an enterprising individual, he decided to nab me and claim the reward.
Anyone give you leave to talk? Shut your trap!
I would assume he can pick the cage lock, but getting out without getting attacked by the mercenaries,
alive. And I need coin. Lots of it. Lucky thing I don't much care who pays me. You or the bankers.
Just as I said, an enterprising individual.
And just as I said, clamp it shut. Stop interrupting. Where was I? Right. Want me to let him go? Pay up. Same as the wanted posters say.
How to give him a Gwen?
Buy him out? Pretty pedestrian. How about we play a round of cards for Quinto's freedom?
Why not? But lose and the price on his head'll double. You in?
What the hell? I'm game.
Got my fingers crossed.
I'll add Gauntro into my deck. He's a weak card, but he can also help me summon these darkness. Ah, but I got so many of them. I'm gonna trade both of those out. Because then what I can do is I can play one, and it'll summon... Oh, the other two. I guess I should have kept Gaunter. Alright, we'll play you. Draw me a couple more cards. Nice. Using Taller against me. How dare you? Alright, I'll take Taller then. Nice. Give me some more cards to play with. Alright, if I burn out that and he loses 12, I think that'll be enough for me to win, right? Yeah. Another card for me to play with. I think I got Natalis. Alright, let's play you. Summon up some more Havakar smugglers, I suppose. I hope he doesn't have another commander horn that he can play. Bring it back Taller. Okay, that means I can get Taller in the next round if I need to. Let's play her and revive, I guess, one of these darknesses. Oh, he's got a Siri card, huh? Is it worth fighting him? No. I'll let him have the round. Now who's he reviving? Interesting. Alright, so I'm going to play Yennefer. Yennefer is going to help me revive the medic, and then the medic is going to revive Taller. Just like that. Give me a couple more cards to work with here. Now who else is he reviving? Not a spy, which is good for me. Let's really hope that he doesn't have a Scorch card. That would be unfortunate. Maybe I'll play these cards first before, just to make sure he doesn't have it. Yavin. I got Geralt. Opponent passed. Okay, victory for me.
Pass for me too. Let's total it up. I win.
Heavy-handed, Hans. The Tretogor maneuver. With cards like that.
Get him out of here before I fucking burst her.
I told you.
How did you?
Fishbone. Did it yesterday. I was waiting for a lull to slip out. Witcher showed up before I could. Let that be my recommendation. Now, do tell. What's it you need me for?
Need you to open something for me. Something bigger than a cage.
Sounds interesting. Dying to hear the details.
Herbalist's hut near Oxenfurt. Knock on the door. Ask for yarrow extract.
Okay. So I was able to free the dude, although it sounds like he would have gotten out on his own anyway. And now I want Hugo Hoff, because that is the pseudonym of Beef Patty. And what an amazing nickname that is. I would love to have a nickname as cool as fucking Beef Patty. My god. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. These subquests are a lot quicker than I thought. They really seemed to build it up that it was going to be a big like set of subquests just to get what I want. Welcome back, baby boy. This is where you want to be. Works for me. I'm sorry that you're not getting your food yet, but I woke up late today, which means that you ate your breakfast late, which means that you're going to be eating the rest of your meals a bit late too. Oh, what's going on now?
Hey, spy. Remember us?
Ah, greedy and greedier. Ever get to drink that vodka?
Officer made us clean the latrines. 'Twas your doing.
You've got to pay for that.
I don't remember.
About face. And back to the latrines. Get cleaning.
Yes, sir.
For glory! For Radovid!
Yeah, Radovid did. I don't recall exactly which ones those guys are upset about. Called me a spy.
Let it rain. Your kind spreads disease. Defeat is not a desertion.
Alright, let's go find Beef Patty.
Long live it.
It's like the only reason I want to pick this one over Evelyn is just because his nickname is fucking Beef Patty. It's an amazing nickname.
Hey, anyone in there?
Claw marks on the door. Blood.
Blood. This does not look good.
I didn't mean to do that.
Blood. Someone knocked their head on this beam. Open cut.
Explore around the house.
Bare feet. Fresh prints.
Follow the tracks using my Witcher senses. I will do so. They look like small feet, so I'm gonna guess that these are beef patties. I can hear the kitten getting into something that I'm sure he's not supposed to. Stuck my prick where I shouldn't have. I'm not gonna comment on that one. I had a response. Didn't want to say it. Hey. Hey. Alright, dude. I already killed 2 of you.
Looks like Hugo ran into trouble. Gotta find him fast. Blood. Still moist. Nothing beyond that.
Did they drop him in the water? Is he currently in the process of drowning in the water? While I sit here and fix my silver.
War continues underwater.
Hugo Hoff's ear. Alright. Heimp, round up the lads, we've got a job. It's time Hugo Hoff took a walk off a short pier in the Pontar. To prove it's done, bring back his ear. Fuck. Yeah, it seems Ewald's interested in Hoff too, so watch your arse. Alright, let's go save this dude. It's like him right there, right? Is he dead?
Hugo's sleeping with a fish. No 2 ways about it.
No!
Find Eveline.
Beef patty! I'm so upset. Wait, was there any way to save Beef Patty? I want to know. What an amazing name. Witcher 3, save Hugo Hoth. I keep hearing noises. There is no way to save him. And be forced to recruit Evelyn. Dang it! I wanted Beef Patty on my team so bad. The game's like, no. You will go with Evelyn whether you like it or not, bitch. Fine. I don't know if I've talked to this blacksmith before.
Ah, a customer.
I have not.
Show me what you got on offer.
Show me what you got. You can buy... Which one of these is better? 262. This one. You can buy that one. You can buy that one. You can buy that one. And you can buy that one. Works for me. And a bunch of stuff. I really just needed the money.
What would you say to a little game of Gwent?
I would always say yes to a little game of Gwent. Alright, let me trade out you. I got another spy, nice. And then I'm gonna trade out you. We're gonna play the spy. Oh, I should have played my Gauntro Dim Darkness first. Oh, nice. I'm gonna take a risk here. Alright, so I just need 22 to win this round, right? So if I play this guy, if I play Geralt, then I need 7. If I play you, kills him, and then I take the win. That dub. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, let's just play my Gauntro Dim cards. That's a lot of vampires. That's unfortunate. I think I'm gonna let him have it. I don't think it's worth the effort. Wow. That's not going to help you out very much, is it? Okay. I'll play Yennefer and revive something to give me the edge. Let's just go with this guy. Okay. Victory for me.
Your kind spreads disease, defeatism, and desertion.
I only got money, I didn't get a card, so maybe I have actually gotten all the cards that I can from people. But I think there are a few cards that were added with the Hearts of Stone expansion pack, like the Gauntro Dim one, the toad. I saw somebody had a toad. I might have the toad card. Let's go to the Vagelbud residence. Man, I wanted Beef Patty on my team so badly. I'm pretty disappointed that they didn't give me the option. Alright. Off to go get Evelyn Gallo. Gallo? Doo-doo-doo-doo. What's up, merchant bro?
Greetings.
Salutations! Whither do you come from, and where will you go?
Hard to say. Seen a lot of the world and plan to see more.
As have I, as do I.
Fascinating.
Nice area. Business booming, I guess?
Travelers stream north, many refugees among them. They lack for near everything, so I make ends meet.
Any dealings with soldiers?
A bit of trade, a bit of bribery, extortion too, at times, but all in all, I finish ahead.
Take a peek if you don't.
Yeah, you ain't got much that I want. Not gonna lie. But maybe I can sell you some of my, what am I gonna do with Hugo Hoff's ear? Poor Beef Patty. If I sort these by price. Are you interested in hides? I bet I could get a better price for them elsewhere.
Farewell.
We'll meet again. I know this.
Sure we will. Whatever you say. I'm still finding new markers in Velen. Like, it's ridiculous. Is that Evelyn sitting on the back of the wagon?
The minute we're in trouble, you make me responsible for getting us out. As in Maribor. Remember Maribor?
Dove, please don't change the subject.
Mind if I do?
That depends. Who might you be?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. You Eveline Gallo, the Ermine?
Only to friends.
Calm down, Merrin. No need to puff up. And you, talk. What do you want?
Got a job for you.
Truly? Of what nature?
Anonymous performance. No audience. At a certain auction house. Pays as much as you can carry.
Eveline, I beg you. You don't know him.
What's that supposed to mean? He introduced himself, did you not hear? Geralt of Rivia.
Stop pretending you don't understand me. You cannot know if he's to be trusted.
Not a soul can be trusted. You've none of a Fink's features. But you see, I've a problem.
Let me guess. There's a monster needs killing.
Somewhere, certainly. But not here. May I
No,
finish?
I want to keep guessing.
Or would you rather keep guessing? See, we were to do a show. The tickets have all sold. Alas, our friend and colleague, Hawkeye Van, well, he's gone blind. Drank some hooch from a questionable source. A sad story, but not the point. The crowd awaits, so either we find a replacement for him, or we shall have to return the coin. All good and fine. Have we not spent it already?
I think I know where this is going.
And I shall get straight to the point. Stand in for Van, and I shall help you.
What do I have to do? Jump through some flaming hoops?
Oh, Hawkeye,
No.
shoot.
Shoot your crossbow, hit a target.
Eveline, I'm not certain that's a good idea.
Neither am I. It shall all come out in the wash. So, Witcher, what'll it be?
Not a bad shot with my crossbow. Why not? I'm in.
I don't know, my
Splendid.
aim is a little
So, shall we begin?
questionable.
Folk have grown nervous.
What? Mean now? No rehearsals?
What's there to rehearse? You're to shoot and hit a target.
Hit it square on.
All right. Do or die. Let's begin.
That I like. A man who boldly dares, damn the risks. Come!
As she declares the word
And
come,
now, good folk,
turns to sunset.
the highlight of our program. Standing before you, Geralt of Rivia, victor of marksmanship contests in Angren, Dol Blathana, and Lobindon.
Wow, prime!
What? But I...
Shh, Geralt. Grab your crossbow and get to work.
Can I save? Whew. I'm nervous. I don't want to hit the dude. I missed.
The apple!
Whew. I did it. I only missed once.
We end with an audacious feat by Geralt of Rivia. We thank you for attending and hope to see you soon.
It's a shame that man didn't shoot the elf. That would have been brilliant.
Wow.
No, I doubted I'd emerge from that ordeal in one piece. Fine work, Geralt.
Well, one performance down. What of the next?
Got a hideout. Herbalist's hut near Oxenfurt. Stone's throw away. Ask for extract of yarrow. He'll let you in.
Couldn't you just take me there?
Why not? Let's go.
Just that random one person left clapping longer than everybody else. Oh man, the weather's so bipolar today. It's super rainy one second and then
At last,
sunny
we're
the
all
next.
here. Time to begin. This heist, it's no jest. So if any of you has any doubts, isn't sure, now's the time to leave. Won't be able to after. The Borsodi's auction house, its vault. That's our target. Eveline, you'll enter through the tower when the patrol rounds this corner. Drop us a line. We have to be inside within 5 minutes, is that enough?
It's plenty.
Splendid. Once we're all in the tower, we'll proceed to the auction house. Shouldn't see any guards inside. If we do, we'll have Geralt and his blades. Then, downstairs to the vault. Quinto will crack the lock. We get in the vault, take the loot, disappear out the back through a secret passage. I've said my piece. Any questions?
Got a horse sense take on this. Secret passage. If we plan to use it on the way out, why not on the way in?
Excellent question. Why not?
Every corridor has two ends, right? Like a rope. I know the location of just one end. It's in the vault. The other, it's somewhere beneath the city. But I can't tell you where.
Great.
So we'll come out. We don't know where we're gonna come out.
Find that location. I wouldn't need any of you. Believe you me, I've tried. Time and again. Anything else?
Additional security measures. Traps. Any inside? Anything we need to watch out for?
Nothing particularly dangerous. Here on the ground floor, there's a rope linked to the bell in the tower. Anyone sounds the alarm, there'll be trouble.
How do we stop it from ringing?
Don't pull the rope. As I said, the auction house ought to be empty. I don't expect any
You'd
problems.
cut the rope.
What about the vault? How is it secured?
With a door. But you ought to be able to handle it. Any other problems we resolve as they come. Anything else?
All good and fine, except what if something goes wrong? Seriously.
You're on your own. We all are.
Just like that?
No room for friendship in this business.
All right, let's get to work. Want to be done with this as soon as possible.
We'll reconvene in the gateway beside the tower. Midnight sharp. And everyone's to make sure they're not followed. I'll get word to the cook in the barracks.
What about wearing masks? Not a city in the north that don't have wanted posters with my likeness hanging about.
I'll tend to that. Ah, one last thing. Inform the City Watch. Blabber anything about this over an ale, and I'll kill you. With my own hands.
Yeah, don't think you could do that. At least not with Geralt. Maybe the other two.
If you're so damn scared somebody'll talk, let's all go there together. Now.
Any objections? Anyone need more time? On our way, then.
Time to pull a heist. I made such a bold declaration. Then we sit here on a loading screen for another 30 seconds. There we go. How's your tum-tum bothering you?
Let's begin. Prime. Just one patrol. Mixture of yours must have worked. Eveline, you ready?
Are you kidding? Of course I am.
Three, two, one.
Here we go.
It's clear. On your way.
Do some stretches, limber up. Assassin's Creed, hardcore parkour. Whoa!
Ploughing city foul, shite all over again.
What? Also.
What?
Troll's turning round.
Hey.
We've 1 minute. Move.
Be nice.
Hello, Mother. Keep us from.
Ah, I'm being bitten by a kitten. Ah. Very cute. But sharp. Now he's attacking his own tail. Dumb birds. We managed to pull the rope up too.
If memory serves, you assured us there be no one inside.
Seems my informer was wrong.
Is that all you've got to say? I nearly broke my neck.
You knew what you were signing up for. This is no time to argue.
Gotta agree. Backing out's not an option anymore. Need to see this through, whatever happens.
Hallowed words. One guard could mean many more. You'd best draw your sword now.
No.
What now?
No one dies. Said so from the start.
Are these prop swords?
Whatever. Don your masks and let's go.
I mean, we're here robbing the bank. May as well grab whatever else we want to, right?
Letters must be old. String seems to say so too.
A love letter. Annotation. Item acquired with the rest of the Von Emmerich. Put up for auction, starting price 1 crown, no bids. My love, don't give up. There's still a week till you're wed to the Ophiri. I'll think of something. Perhaps I'll get the coin by then. Perhaps my tears will convince your father. Perhaps the gods will hear our prayers. Or if not they, perhaps some devil will. If nothing else helps, I'll crash into the temple through the window and swoop you up from the altar. We'll flee somewhere far, far away to the edge of the world where no one will find us. You write of sadness. I feel its weight, too. I think of you constantly. Of how we sat at the alchemy till dawn, nursing a bottle of wine, and you traced our dream house in the sawdust on the floor. Of how we dangled our feet in the water from the dock, and you sang those bawdy songs and made me laugh and laugh. I kiss the medallion carrying your portrait before I fall asleep, and as soon as I wake, I swear on all that is holy we shall be together forever. Be brave. I love you, your O.
It was true love.
That was Olgierd's letter to the Ophiri, to the woman that was married off to the Ophiri prince.
Eh? Aye, Geralt.
Stop biting my heel. I will end your life.
Clear for now. Knock on wood.
Good. Eyes in the back of your heads, everyone.
Mine are open. I've already seen several things I'd gladly take with me.
Not now. The vault. That's our target. Is...
Ow.
Yes, but we shall raise the starting What's this? Guards! Guards!
Is that the painting dude?
Should have stayed in that cage.
You said...
I damn well know what I said. At them before they sound the alarm.
With my toy sword. Ah! I'm doing like no damage to this dude. You just said my name. Why did you just say my name? Little one, why are you assaulting everything that you can? Just kill him?
Stop him! He's not to flee!
Alright. He fled.
Lock themselves in.
Bollocks!
Wow, this plan's gone great.
Damn it.
Lay down your arms! You have no chance!
Perhaps not.
You have no chance to survive. Make your time.
But we do have hostages.
Mercy, master! On the count of 3, we go in! 1, 2...
Come one step closer and folk will die!
Hold now! We must negotiate. What are your demands? To release the hostages?
Buy us a bit of time, Geralt.
We have one demand. Pull back from the auction house.
Being assaulted by a kitten.
I cannot do that!
You can, just not sure you want to. How about I help you decide? Kill a hostage.
Just do what they want! I beg you! Calm yourself! No one is to be harmed, clear?
Nothing simpler. So long as you take your boys and pull out, we'll all live happily ever after.
I repeat, that is not an option. We must bargain, reach an agreement.
So tell me a joke. Any joke. So long as it's funny.
Excuse me? This is no...
Got a tip for you. No charge. Every tip after this will cost you, in the blood of an innocent. When talking to someone who's holding hostages, never use the words no, not, but, or maybe. Understand, Reginald?
My name's not Reg. You're not supposed to say not!
Huh, see that? This one gets the idea. And if I want to call you Reginald, I'll call you Reginald. Clear?
Yes. Clear.
Excellent. So let me hear the joke, Reginald. And believe me, you better hope it makes me laugh.
A little elfin runs up to his mother, calling, "Poop, poop." She says, "It's over there, love. Cut yourself a slice."
You a racist, Reginald?
No, not at all. I just... Ah! Don't say no! Yes, I'm a racist. I bloody hate elves. Dwarves too.
Time he took a gander downstairs. Vault's open.
Give you another chance, Reginald. You got 10 minutes to think of a better joke. Don't fuck this up. Goodwill gesture now. Letting one hostage go, then another hostage for every joke you tell me. Deal?
Deal. 10 minutes.
Good work.
Sorry, boys. You'll have to go on without me. I didn't sign on for this turn of events.
Just one way out of here. Through the vault.
There's a second. The chimney. Believe I'll squeeze through.
Doubt you can, Witcher. You've no choice, I'm afraid. Let's go. Downstairs.
I don't like how this is going. I don't like the guy that's running the heist. I guess I should be keeping my eye out for anything interesting, right? Already got that book, and that book, and that book. There's a chest right there. Can I open that? Nope. Keep my eye peeled. More bookcases. Don't need to worry. I've already read all those. Something red there. Loot. Request for payment. I can't go that way. I gotta go around the other way. The thing for request for payment didn't come up. You jerk. Hello, little one. I know. This document certifies that my principal, Emmett Lumendorf and Sons Co., registered in Tredegor, power of attorney forms attached, has authorized my office to make payment for services rendered, namely the forging and installation of doubly fortified and armored doors fitted with Colossus brand locks for the vault of the Borsodi brothers auction house in Oxenfurt. This document likewise constitutes a request for payment in the amount of 65,000 Novigrad crowns within 2 weeks of its receipt. If at the conclusion of said period no payment has been made, recollection procedures will be initiated in the proper judicial channels. Robert Hilbert, Esquire. Well, 65,000 crowns for the doors to protect the treasure. That makes me wonder how much is in the actual treasure. I'm sorry, baby boy, your spot has been stolen by your brother. Letters from Master Matthew? Dear Master Borsodi, I write to you concerning a most atypical matter, but please do not dismiss it summarily, for both you and the institution you run are in great danger. Allow me to explain what I mean. It so happens I am a renowned astrologist and teller of fortunes. In recent days, for evident reasons, I have been forced into hiding, but a small circle of loyal customers has been kept informed of my whereabouts. One of these customers is a lady of high birth. Her name I shall not disclose out of discretion. Said lady came to me with a request. She wanted to learn what price would be certain items would sell for at an upcoming auction. After voicing my many objections, I nevertheless relented to the lady's request. But before you take offense at this interference in your business, please read to the end, for the cards I laid out for this lady told me something very important. The constellation of the cards clearly indicated a wolf shall appear at your doorstep, and you shall not let him enter, but he shall nevertheless find a way inside. He shall enter your house, then take your house from you. I saw a tower struck by lightning and blood drinking blood. I believe you are extremely aware of what that signifies, am I not right? As a fair reward for this warning, please hand a sum of 2,000 crowns to the man delivering this message. My sincerest respects. Alright, to be fair, his warning was scarily accurate. But 2,000 crowns for a warning? Everybody just wants to get this money. List of objects in need of restoration. In preparation for the upcoming auction, I hereby certify the receipt of the following items entrusted to me for restoration. Elven porphyritic statue of Ellerin, sculpted by an unknown master. Lady draped with hung fox oil painting from the atelier of Master Van der Knob. Jaded statue of a goose girl and 7 accompanying geese figurines. Pipe carved of cherry wood with a ceramic stem, certified to have belonged to Nina Fioravanti. Pinewood trunk ornamented with brass elements, crafted by the workshop of Samson of Banard. A painting by Van Rogge, the pseudonym associated with the work of Lady Iris von Everick. A painting from a von Everick. Interesting. Anything else of interest that I can loot? Because apparently I missed a couple things. My first sweep through here. No? Okay. Now I can actually move forward. It's fine. I was given 10 minutes by the dude. I've probably killed about 4 or 5 here.
The lock. Lovingly crafted. 2 spring-loaded bolts, cylindrical plugs, Dameritian wards.
I'm not interested. No one's interested. We go in. Geralt, you're at the fore.
Why me?
It's why I hired you. Now move. We've no time.
I really don't like this dude.
Mm-hmm. Do or die.
Oh, it's crap.
Come on.
Ow. Ow. Cool. Now I need to figure out a way out of this hole.
That's it. For now.
Well, okay, just managed to just pull myself up. Where's... I mean, I'm gonna take all this money. I need all the money I can get. Alright, let's see. Florins, gold necklace.
Same paintings were on the block.
They're in the vault. Lock themselves in.
Florins and a sapphire. Florins and a sapphire again. What's up, dudes? How's it going? I don't think so.
Battering ram! Run and get a ram!
I don't know if a battering ram will work too well against like a portcullis, but you do you.
Same paintings were on the block.
Florins. You know, for being in the vault, these guys are really calm about just standing around, not looting anything. Alright, I guess we'll go through the door.
You don't know who you're fucking with.
I mean...
On the contrary, I know all too well.
Ewald?
Greetings, brother. Been years.
Well, well. Complications, complications.
Right. Should have known. Same eyes, same double chin, same rotten heart. Just one question. This family reunion? What's the point?
Revenge. For betrayal. For years of poverty. Humiliation. Father left the auction house to me in his will. Horst cheated me. Had me disinherited.
Anything. Everything we earned, you squandered on cards and whores. Father didn't see that. I did.
That's no excuse, Horst. But it won't save your life.
You two, stand with me. I'll not let the Redanians lay a hand on you. Give you whatever you want.
Not about to meddle, especially not in family matters.
Then you'd have done better not to break into my vault. I fear it's too late to turn neutral. Stand with me, and I shall drape you in gold.
I'm just gonna go against both of you at this point.
Stand against me, and you'll remain here forever.
If that's your attitude, I'll stand with Ewald.
Speak for yourself. Tempting offer. I've succumbed.
You'll pay for that, Quinto. With your head. At them!
Well, I didn't really want to kill Quinto either. This is all going badly. Ah, crap. Just took out 2 guards with 1 hit. Don't kill Quinto. Don't kill Quinto. Break his leg.
I'd have preferred to resolve this elsewise. Stolen the scrolls, thrown you out into the street. Revenge is best served cold.
No, Quinto.
But I don't mind serving it hot. No.
I beg you, mercy, for your brother. I shall do anything you ask.
Truly. Anything.
Anything.
Sign over to me. All that you own. Then walk out as you stand with just the clothing on your back.
Allow me one thing. Any one thing.
Did he just cut his neck or his hand?
15 years. In the sewers. Begging. Like a beast. And you've the cheek to plead.
Oh my God.
Take that.
Both of these guys are pricks. My God.
Satisfied?
Exceptionally. You?
Not really.
No, and I won't be until I find Max Borsodi's house. In this vault, or so you said.
And it is. There. But I fear it's not yours for the taking. You see, it houses my father's will. A scroll thanks to which Ewald Borsodi, long missing, will assume the family fortune.
So you're turning against me now.
And Geralt of Rivia, who you cheated, what'll he assume?
Alas, but he's free to choose anything else.
You tricked me.
And you were prepared to let me face Horst's thugs alone. To my mind, we're even. Now, Max Borsodi's house. If you've absolutely got to have it, you'll need to take it from me by force.
Okay. Alright, let's see if we can
I could drop you
negotiate
easily,
this.
but maybe I don't have to. We could try to figure this out.
A compromise looks unlikely. We both want Max's house.
Not quite. You just need the contents. Me, the box.
They're downstairs!
So be it. Seal it with a handshake.
Give me the damn casket, and let's get out of here.
As you wish. This way.
I have a dot still because I think Quinto never got killed. The cutscene, I killed Horst before Quinto died, but then in the cutscene they killed Quinto just off the bat. So I'm guessing that's why there's still a red dot. All right, you old Borsodi. Let's see how well hidden this secret passage that you looked for years to find and couldn't. See how well hidden it is. Alright, decently hidden.
Well, here's where our paths part.
Shut up.
Was I that bad?
Yeah.
No, but you came awfully close, Ewald. Survived by a hair.
You ever have a basilisk hide or fiend horns and want a good price? Look for me at the auction house.
Mm-hmm. Consider it noted.
Could be a good spot for me to sell some of my goods. Rip Horst. Rip Quinto. Go through all the trouble of trying to rescue Quinto from the mercenaries just for me to... I didn't kill him. Ewald killed him, but still. It's unfortunate.
How much for a herring? Crown apiece. Huh? I'll wait for it to drop.
Alright.
Need to chat.
What's up, Olgierd?
I'm all ears, Witcher.
Got something for you.
I love gifts, but I prefer to unwrap them in private. Oi, lads, mind the barrels. Going out for a jabber with Geralt. Come.
Going out.
That's better. Alright, what do you have for me?
Maximilion Borsodi's house?
Max Borsodi's house, as requested.
Isn't anything in it, but...
The papers, where are they?
Left them in the vault. You wanted the house, you got the house. Never mentioned its contents.
Heh.
You're a quick study. Already as tricky as Odin himself. Keen to ridicule a man. Do you know what I and the company do with your type?
Would be a smartass.
Ask for legal advice? Looks to me like you might need some. You signed the contract, Olgierd. I'm just fulfilling its terms, to the letter. Unhappy? Hell, should have chosen your words more carefully.
It was very quick-witted,
Yes,
though.
I should have. I assume you came to an agreement with Horst. Shame. A right horse in that one.
Made a deal with his brother, who then beat the living shit out of Horst with a gold candle holder.
Huh. It's progress.
Horst's brother. Did you know about him?
I should think so. Ewald was famous in certain circles.
Which ones?
The kind noble witches don't usually associate with.
I don't know, I've been
He murdered
associating
for
with a lot
coin,
of people.
No questions. Without batting an eye. Always extravagantly, though. If not for his damn surname, I believe I'd have invited him to join the company.
The Borsodis. What's your gripe? Get kicked out of an auction?
Worse. They evicted me from my home. Are you really interested?
Wouldn't have asked if I wasn't.
Ha! Cheeky as ever. My family, they took on some debt. A poor investment in a sawmill. A bad crop one year. A lawsuit lost. You know how it is. When it rains, it pours. We needed but a few weeks to recover. But Horst Borsodi had acquired our debt. All of it. Demanded it be repaid immediately. I pleaded. I begged. I tore open my shirt at his threshold. Ugh. It was like talking to a wall. I went to the auction. Saw those perfumed pricks buy my father's sword. My mother's death mask. My brother's horse tack. Ah, Horst earned a pretty pile selling our mementos.
No surprise the animosity you feel for him.
That was but the start. My Iris's parents learned of my family's misfortune, and our betrothal was no more. They found her another suitor, one from beyond the sea. The anger I felt, I thought I'd gone mad. Went to the tavern, drank a round, a second, abroad, then had another tankard. And then, I asked the wrong bloke for help.
What happened then?
What happened then, Witcher, was one big stinking pile of shite. Well, why do you stand there? Do you need something still?
The third request. That's what I need.
Third wish. Time you stated it.
A moment, Geralt. I will say to something. Then we'll chat. You there. Yank the herring out the barrel.
Is there a person in there? Who dis?
Come on, none of this dallying.
Now, ready to listen? Or do you still not give two shites about what I've got to say?
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Good. You'll return to your lord and tell him as follows. His demand was brazen. Hurt me to the core. For I was brought up to respect the sacred law of hospitality. And I shall not bend to an uncouth boor's dictum. Understood? I will pay him a visit shortly to test his willingness to adapt. So you ride off and announce me. And don't spare your horse. Got it?
Aye, got it.
Give this man a mount and leave him go. Come, Witcher. We must talk outside. The Aphiri believe one should only discuss important matters out of doors, with the gods as witnesses.
Fulfilled 2 of your wishes. Time I learned the third.
Confident, aren't you? Proud, sure of your strengths. Fearless.
Third task, if you don't mind.
Mutations. They stripped you of emotion. Tell me, have you ever loved? I mean, truly loved?
Truly I have.
Yeah, I've loved. Can we get to the matter at hand?
Perhaps instead we ought to sit down inside. Have a good chat over some fiery water.
We'll drink once the job's done.
Afraid that's impossible. Succeed and that's the end of me. Fail and you'll not be back.
Third wish. Still waiting to hear it.
Aye, aren't you stubborn? Fine. Listen well. I had a wife once. The day I saw her last, I gave her a rose. A violet one. Bring me that blue. Wouldn't mind reminding myself what it looks like.
When was that? How long's it been? Flowers wilted and turned to dust by now.
You wished to hear a wish. Now you have. Fulfill it. I ride now to visit this dauntless, but one of my men will remain here. He'll know how to find me. That is, of course, should you succeed.
At least you could tell me where your wife is.
In my old manor, east of Martin Foy's farmstead. I'd wish you Godspeed, but, well, you understand, I'm sure. Goodbye, Geralt.
So I'm guessing he's given immortal life by Gaunter O'Dim. And so by releasing him from the contract, which is what the wish fulfillment is meant to do, his immortal life is going to go away, and he's going to die.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steel.
I wonder what's going to happen with Gaunter after I finish everything with Olgierd. Hello, little one. The little one doesn't really sit in my lap too frequently, so this is pretty special. I don't know if I just saved already, but I'm going to save again. I believe I have, because the quest name is the same. That's I've still got 45 minutes.
Hey! You hear me?
I hear you. What's up? What's up, my dude?
Kendrick. Kendrick, you there?
Not so loud.
Ah! God, scared me off to...
Not so loud, I said. Fog's not natural. Could be something in there hiding. Foglets or air nymphs, for example. Don't want to attract them. Believe me.
Foglets? Oh, sweet mother, my little, why'd I ever come here?
Kendrick fellow. Who is he?
We's partners. Sneak into derelict houses. With something valuable lying about.
Mm-hmm. So you're a thief.
Thieves steal from the living. What's the harm taken from the dead? Kendrick went to open a door. I stood watch. Suddenly heard his lamp smash. Then nothing. Quiet. Called out to him, but...
Nothing. So Kendrick's probably dead. What is that?
What was that? One of them foglets you spoke of?
No.
Phew. That's a stone off my...
I'll see what that was and look for your partner. You...
Ain't about to wait around. I'm out of here.
Pretty strong in this estate.
Search for the partner of the thief that I met.
How am I gonna find that rose in this fog? Fresh manure.
Fresh manure. Interesting. The house is supposed to be derelict, though, right?
Water's ice cold. Mountain stream cold. Rather worn. Used often. Wonder by who.
Alright, what else we got here?
Beehives. Well maintained, but dormant.
Interesting. Not the bees.
Someone's still tending to the flower beds. No violet rose, though. Wood's rotted completely.
Haven't been painting.
No violet rose here. Maybe somewhere out back.
Alright, let's search for the partner.
A busted lamp, and the ground's trampled.
It just got so much louder, and I don't know why.
Somebody dragged something this way. A body? Someone dragged a wounded man through here.
Follow along. Open the gate.
Prints from cleated boots, leading from the back of the garden.
I doubt it's going to be just as easy as me walk up to the gate and press open. Black cat. Meow.
I'd scooch along, kitty. This place. What's that? That digging?
What is up, my dudes? Somebody's digging something. Hooded figure. Is that a woman?
Graves, unmarked. Laid out in rows, like garden beds. Hey. Hear me?
Do they care? Do you like my glowy sword?
Other thief. Body's mutilated. Who are you?
I saw stitching on the leg there. Ew.
Damn.
Not a woman, though.
Damn, you're ugly.
Now you got a good amount of health to you. Woo! This will be interesting. Oh, he heals whenever he hits me. Out of the way, that wasn't fast enough. Okay, if he's summoning up these souls, and those are healing him when he hits them too. Oh, that like fully healed me with that hit. So he heals whenever he hits me or any of these ghosts. Nope, that didn't work. Come on. I'm summoning more spirits. Each one I kill is less health for him. Ow. I need to heal. Oh, there I guess swallow, make it easy on myself. This is an interesting fight though. One of my favorite ones so far in this game. Rip Caretaker.
What the fuck was that?
Meow.
No eyes or nostrils, deformed organs. Damn thing had no right to be alive.
There's a dog behind me too.
Well, philosophers do still debate what it means to be alive, exactly.
Normally I'd be shocked, but not after what I just saw. Who are you two?
Clearly not animals. Think of us as friends of the house.
What about this thing? What can you tell me? Friend of yours?
We called him the Caretaker.
Doesn't look like any creature I've ever seen. Where'd it come from?
From very far away. He was summoned to guard Lady Iris and the home. He tended the garden, took care of unwanted guests.
Very far away. Meaning where exactly?
The name of this place would mean naught to you.
What's with the show? The pretense that you're animals. You couldn't have warned me?
No. We're obliged to maintain discretion.
So why talk to me at all?
Why? Well, we get so few chances to talk to humans, and we're curious to know what brought you.
Gonna need a better answer than that.
Later.
That was blunt.
You know the master of the house, the owner?
Olgierd von Everec? Yes. We know him, but he left, and his wife became mistress of the house.
Great. So, Lady von Everec home? Could you announce me, say she has a guest?
Why do you wish to see her?
I'm here to get the violet rose Olgierd gave Iris just before he left.
Iris is inside, in the bedchamber upstairs. Take his key. It opens the rear door.
Guess I'll make my own introductions.
I just realized that my armor is still the armor from the heist. New Moon armor. It's good armor. But it's, not my Witcher gear. Hello, little one. Are you done cuddling in my lap? Can I stretch my leg out now? Just gonna curl up between my legs. It's fine with me. You're a cute one, aren't you?
So, how should I address you?
As you did now. We'd rather keep our names to ourselves.
There's the thief's friend, Kendrick. He's dead. I want to read the entry about the caretaker. Is he a cursed one? Nope, not a Drankenid or an Elementa. Is he a hybrid? Necrophage, Ogroid, Relict? The caretaker. There are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in philosophy. Bartholomew Derez, after trying to contact creatures from another plane and landing in an insane asylum. The caretaker served with the indifference of a golem and proved as fierce in battle as it was diligent in its labors. It felt no pain. In fact, each blow it received seemed to give it strength, as did each blow it landed on Geralt with the spade it wielded as a weapon. What is more, the caretaker was able to summon powerful spirits from the graves it had dug, and could heal itself by absorbing them. The Witcher had a hard time evading the devastating strikes of its weapon, and his only chance at wounding the creature came when it would stick its spade in the ground and draw otherworldly energy in an attempt to petrify its foes with fright. Alright, and I also want to read about the cat and dog. Poor Hugo Hoff. Alias Beef Patty. Tasked with finding the violet rose Olgierd had given his wife, Geralt traveled to the von Everett family's abandoned estate, which had become home to a host of strange and horrifying creatures. Among these were a black cat and dog who, though able to speak, chose to say very little about themselves. Geralt surmised they were demons from another sphere who had been summoned by black magic, trapped in animal bodies, and bound to serve Iris von Everett. The enigmatic duo trusted Geralt would help them regain their lost freedom, even though he himself had no idea how he might go about doing such a thing. Okay, so they're demons. Cool. Let's go into the manor.
Intruder.
Yes, you're correct. Although I was technically invited by the master of the estate, so am I an intruder? I'll take your mistletoe. And your water and your evolus. That door's locked. Alright, where are we going now? Booze. More booze. More booze. Okay, what's in here? Nada. Let's give me some cat, because it's a little bit dark in here.
What the hell?
Hi, Iris. How's it going?
Gotta be careful.
My grandmother's name is Iris. Here, we got a letter here. Iris has a sketchbook.
What the hell was that?
Can I not read her sketchbook? Guess not. Okie dokie. What's in the painting? Nada. Okay. There's a chest here. I'll take a look at that. Why not? Not taking your mess. Actually, maybe I should. Over encumbered. $75 stamina. Mine has 85. Whoop.
I'm afraid.
Door locked. Key required. Okay, well, I'm not gonna go upstairs yet. Let's see what's over here.
Tidy, and everything's clean, ready for a meal to be served. Caretaker must still set the table.
Well, he used to. Alright, so that way's blocked off. And that door was blocked on the other side, so there's no point going there. That one's blocked off, so no point going there. We've got a painting here.
Olgierd as I've never known him. A different man then.
Alright, let's see what's up here. Oh, Iris.
Someone out to stop me.
Did I just get like bitch slapped on my way up here? It's like cheap jump scares.
Happy families are all alike. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way.
Also locked. Alright, what's in here?
Fire damage. Interesting.
Do it yourself. Okay. Do I have a reason to go down here? I don't think I can anyway. Out onto the balcony we go. Okay, thanks for opening. This room looks Nice, but it's dark. I can't see anything. And now the room is twisted and warped. Where are you going, lady? She's healing from the painting. I see.
Come on.
And it's another interesting concept of a fight, but she's so much weaker than the character. Ended much quicker. I need to repair my sword. That's what I was looking for. There we go. Okay, gonna turn everything back to normal.
What the hell was that?
But now the paintings are on fire, so that's the thing.
Bedchamber. Iris was supposed to be here.
Portrait of Iris and Olgierd. That's a very sweet painting.
Gotta be her. Damn it.
You wish to see her? Here she is.
A man should frame his wishes carefully. It forestalls disappointment.
This some sick joke. Why didn't you tell me she was dead right away?
You didn't ask.
And why hasn't anyone buried her?
We can't. As for the caretaker, the one you cut down, while still alive, she ordered him to stay away from her for all time.
The deeper I get into this, the more I gotta wonder. Why are you even helping me?
We were summoned to serve Iris von Everec. Our mistress died, but that did not free us from her service.
Got it. You want to leave this place, leave these bodies.
Surprised?
No, not at all. How did she die? Don't see any wounds, evidence of a fight.
Her heart burst.
Meaning what? A heart attack?
No, it simply burst.
Find that hard to believe.
Yet that's precisely what happened. One day Iris locked the front door, lay down here and died. From grief, from loneliness.
Her ghost's restless, angry, attacks intruders. Know why?
Lady von Everec has endured much hardship. She's unaccustomed to guests and not fond of strange folk.
She can't hear us.
Seems I gotta speak to Iris's ghost.
It's no easy task to contact the mistress. Rage and bitterness fill her.
Got my ways. To make contact with Iris, I gotta bury her body. But that caretaker's macabre little cemetery won't do. Too much blood, too much fear.
She spent much time in the front garden.
Maybe there.
Wait. Take this key. It opens the front door.
How convenient.
Good dog.
Good dog. Alright, find a fitting spot to bury Iris. Doggo and catto. I feel like up here would be my first guess.
This place seems suitable.
Yes, she loved to paint.
Did Iris von Everec have any last requests? Say how she wanted her remains disposed of?
She feared death. Worried none would see to her burial or say a kind word in parting.
Guess I'll be the one to do that. I didn't know Iris von Everec, so I can't say much about her. Fate added a stranger now lays her remains in the grave. At times, fate muddles our path, and life turns toilsome, hard to bear. Yet all deserve respite and peace in death. I don't know if you want to be buried with a painting of your husband, but you live together, so maybe you want to be with him in death as well. You two, got any last words for your mistress?
We don't partake in human rituals.
Trusting that what you've done is in keeping with your customs.
The remains are interred. Let's summon her. Tormented spirit, I've laid your bones to rest. Forget your wrath, forget your grief. Show yourself.
Is there anyone here who would like to speak with us tonight? Poor Iris.
Forgive me for tearing you from your realm. I need to ask you.
Is it a painting of the rose? No. Of what the home used to be.
Should I follow you? All right.
Interesting. This reminds me of, there was an episode of an anime that I watched called Ghost Stories, and there was a painter ghost that you could follow into the paintings.
What is this place?
Can you speak now that we're in your happy place?
The Painted World. The work of Iris von Everec.
How'd you two get in here?
We exist in both worlds at once.
Strange place.
One born of Iris von Everec's dreams.
Very interesting
It
the way that
existed only in her mind
leaves.
while she lived. In death, it gained substance.
Pretty fantastic tale. Hard as hell to believe.
Yet you'd best believe it, and be on your guard. The painted world is rife with danger.
All right, this is lovely and all, but where's Iris?
You awoke her but for a moment. If you wish to speak to her, you must tear her from her slumber completely.
Sure, but how?
Very specific.
You're a tracker, right? Saw you examining the tracks outside.
Yeah, so?
This is a world built of memories blurred and wilting. Moments our mistress wishes to forget, but cannot.
You need to find them, restore them, summon the fears that torment Iris, and destroy them.
Easy to say.
Look for Iris von Everec's memories and find a way to restore them. Well, looks like there's one right here.
Spectres of Olgierd and his wife. But why aren't they moving?
This is a memory.
But it's incomplete, blurred. You must peer closely and restore it.
Let me just concentrate really hard.
Painting
Okay, so she should have the painting palette on the table, I guess.
Perfect match. Pieces of tableware for an afternoon tea. Probably not right. Iris was painting the manor.
Oh, is that the tea set right there?
The spirit from the steppe. Read
Might
often,
man yet
well-worn.
learn his neck to bend? Ha! Behold how that noble race doth year by year its birthright rend, its promised lands fast lay to waste. Hearts grown cold, brothers spurn. The rich grow fat while poor grow thin. Some hoard bread, others can but yearn, then rise en masse to slay their kin. Taste ye now my missive's fruits, feed on them, O heartless brutes. This world you've bit with cruel-tipped fangs, your dark crime's venom now through it seeps. Above God's wrath in wild clouds hangs, a cleansing storm soon to unleash. Man, a riddle stuck in sleep, a grub and wrapped in spittle beneath the tumult of raging skies, waits and grows little by little, till at last a bright ray it spies, spreads new wings and away it flies. May this thought with man endure, may we ever in heart recall this merry creature winged and pure, and how it started so strange, so small. Whoever seeks from flesh a cure, to skies above doth plead and call, may in this soul our tale hope stir. Alright. Oh, he's got the book in his... He's got the book in his
Perfect
hands.
match.
There we go. That's what I needed to do.
We should get a dog. Or a dog and a cat. Even better. When the rain comes, the dog will warm my feet and the cat will play with a ball of yarn by the fire. What do you think? Are you even listening?
Apologies, dear. Had my mind on my book.
He doesn't have the scars on his
Is
head.
it that terribly absorbing?
Hmm? Yes, terribly. Know what? Let's go inside.
Why? It's lovely out here. The birds singing, the bees buzzing. Blissful, really.
Sorry, dear. I feel unwell. I'll go in. You stay a while longer.
Interesting. Buzz buzz. Do I have to kill the bees?
What is that?
I killed the bees.
Another memory?
What are you?
No, a nightmare.
A fear embodied, which sooner or later you will have to confront.
Okay, how about sooner? I'll just kill it right now. Stab it in its head. Just burn away everything. Don't mind me. They're arachnids. This is bullshit. Ow. Alright. Well, they're all dead. More bees over here. A bouquet of
Decorations
flowers.
for a special occasion. Another memory. Probably not right. Probably not right.
Okay. They look like they're toasting a drink.
Wedding veil? Wine cup, just like the one Olgierd's holding. perfect match.
Your health, my dear wife.
And yours, my husband.
Why did they have to say that in such a, unnerving way?
In my land, custom calls that newlyweds be greeted with bread and salt. But we're alone for now.
I need none but you. Oh, if only this moment could last forever.
I shall see what I can do. But come in and see our home.
Gladly, but I know this sounds silly, yet the house has sat empty for so long and I'm...
Afraid of spiders? I know. I swept them all up and tossed them in the garden.
My knight, you've seen to everything.
Why am I drawing my sword right now? Oh, giant spider. Geralt the Hunter. Oh no, I've already killed somebody here.
Ah, damn.
That's a big boy. Let's get Quinn up. Yeah, it was kind of an anticlimactic fight, if I'm not gonna lie.
Same figure.
Interesting. Alright. Let's see.
Another dream of the past. Bet this one's incomplete too. Different than the painting, the Toussaint wine. Expensive.
Carefully examine the painting. Alright.
These were lit in the painting, but that's not all.
Okay, wait, were all of them lit? Okay, the ones at the far end of the table were not lit.
Olgierd's wife liked flowers. Judging by the ornamentation, this might be hers. A lavish feast, trying to impress the guests.
Okay, the fireplace was lit. I guess that was it.
My darling, is everything all right? You seem pale, out of sorts.
Everything's fine, really. But why don't you tell me how you fare? I'm ever so happy to see you. Except, why didn't Grandmama and Grandpapa come?
They disapprove.
It's a long, rugged journey. Muddy.
They still refuse to meet me. Is that it? And what's this?
We've brought some of Iris's things. Her favorite brush, her cherished doll, and this for you.
Banknotes.
We paid off your debts, bought them out, to avoid bringing shame to the family.
I'm sure he didn't ask them to do that. He'll probably be insulted.
So nice of Mama and Papa to remember me.
Olgierd. Now you see his true nature? I warned you before the wedding. A ruffian and a boor who keeps the company of bandits. Are you not afraid to live under one roof with that rabble?
It's the ghost of Olgierd that I must kill. Easy peasy.
Not you again.
What is up, Ghost Man?
Don't like this place.
I mean, we already went through the scary bits once. Now we're just doing it all again.
The bedchamber.
Okay, so she's crying.
Towel
Bloody
stained with
towel.
blood. wick's almost gone.
And a night lamp. Something smelly over here.
Bloodstains. Someone washed their hands, then wiped them dry on that towel.
I guess that's the end of that scene.
What time is it?
It's late. Sleep.
Up all night in your study again, I see. What have you got on your hands?
Nothing. Got a bit dirty, that's it.
Is that blood? Have you hurt yourself?
Ink stains. I was writing letters. I shall go to Oxenfurt soon. Perhaps you'd come with me.
Oh, that's a marvellous idea. A trip would do us both so much good.
Then it's decided.
That is my
Now,
grandmother.
time for bed. I'm exhausted.
I shan't fall asleep now. It's out of the question. Come, I shall finish your portrait.
Okie dokie. I'm calling her back in 15 minutes.
Another blurred memory.
She's painting Olgierd. Okay.
She painted Olgierd, but the details are off. The goblet was missing someone in the painting.
Was there a goblet on the table? I thought there was like a bunch of things on the table. Goblet and fruit.
Fresh, as if someone just rinsed it. Living tableau's gotta look just like the painting.
Grapes were in the middle.
Maybe here?
The goblet was on the right.
Here.
I think the apple was on the left, but the apple and the grapes might be switched.
Let's try this. Still not right.
Am I wrong? Oh, the apples. I guess the apple's on the right.
Living tableaus.
Okay. Apple on the right.
This goes here.
The grapes go on the left.
Fits, I think.
And the goblet goes in the middle.
Maybe on this side.
I didn't see the apple when I looked at it on the first try.
Finally, just like the picture.
Smile a bit wider.
Like this?
You were meant to smile, not bare your teeth. No, still wrong. Smile like you did when Papa agreed we could marry. Please? You're useless.
Hello.
I can tell something's bothering you.
Your son is
I've a
in
bit
my
of
lap.
work I should see to.
Your son is in my lap.
Olgierd, we agreed not to keep any secrets from one another. We promised.
Forgive me. I don't wish to discuss this.
Olgierd.
She just wanted to paint you, man.
Olgierd.
Go to Olgierd's study. What's this? Goodbye. Alright, I think this is where I'm going to end my... Well, now I gotta kill these guys. This is where I'm going to end my stream for today. We'll finish this quest and then see what else this expansion has in store for us. As always, thank you everybody so much for watching, and I'll be streaming again on Friday. I'll see you then.